If you've ever typed a question into ChatGPT and thought, this is pretty useful but nothing life-changing, I need to stop you right there. Because that reaction is proof that you're using it wrong. And I don't mean slightly wrong. I mean fundamentally, completely, leaving thousands of dollars on the table wrong. The way most people use ChatGPT is like buying a Ferrari and never going above 30 miles per hour. The engine is there. The power is there. But they have no idea it exists. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the 5 mistakes that keep 99% of ChatGPT users stuck at the beginner level, and exactly how to fix each one. By the end of this video, you will use this tool completely differently. I promise you that. Let me be direct with you. Most people open ChatGPT and treat it like Google. They type a short question, they get a generic answer, they move on. And then they wonder why everyone talks about AI changing everything when their experience feels completely underwhelming. Here's the truth. ChatGPT is not a search engine. It is not a question-answering machine. It is a thinking partner, a writing collaborator, a business strategist, and a personal coach, all in one. But only if you know how to talk to it. The difference between a beginner prompt and an expert prompt is not complicated, but it is dramatic. Let me show you exactly what I mean, starting with mistake number 1. Common error 1. Giving ChatGPT no context about who you are. Here's what 99% of people do. They type, "Write me a cover letter," and they get back something so generic it could have been written for literally anyone on the planet. Hiring managers throw these in the trash within 5 seconds. Here's what the 1% do instead. They type, "I am a 28-year-old marketing professional with 4 years of experience in e-commerce. I'm applying for a senior content strategist role at a tech startup. The job description emphasizes data-driven decisions and creative storytelling. Write me a compelling cover letter that highlights these 2 skills using specific language from the job description." Same tool. Completely different result. The fix is simple. Before you ask ChatGPT anything important, spend 30 seconds giving it context. Tell it who you are, what you're trying to achieve, and what the end result should look like. This one change alone will make your outputs 5 times better overnight. Mistake number 2 to be aware of. Accepting the first answer. This is a massive one. Most people ask ChatGPT something, get a response, and just copy-paste it. Done. But ChatGPT's first answer is almost never its best answer. Think of it like a rough draft. The real power comes from what you do next. After you get the first response, try these follow-up prompts. Make this more conversational and less formal. Or rewrite this but make it twice as punchy and cut the length in half. Or simply, give me 3 different versions of this with different tones. Every time you push back, every time you refine, the output gets significantly better. The people making real money with ChatGPT are not the ones who ask one question. They're the ones who have a 10-message conversation and sculpt the result until it's exactly right. Treat it like editing, not like ordering. Error number 3. Using it only for writing. This is where people leave the most value behind. ChatGPT is not just a writing tool. Most people use it to write emails and blog posts. That's 5% of what it can do. Here's what the other 95% looks like. Use it to analyze your competition. Paste in a competitor's website copy and ask, what is the core value proposition here and what are the weaknesses in their messaging? Use it to create entire business plans. Use it to debug your thinking. Explain a decision you're about to make and ask it to play devil's advocate and find every flaw in your logic. Use it as a pricing consultant. Describe your service and your target client and ask what you should be charging and why. Use it as a customer service scriptwriter. Use it to plan your entire content strategy for the next 3 months in under 20 minutes. The moment you stop seeing ChatGPT as a writing assistant and start seeing it as a thinking tool, everything changes. Mistake number 4 is highlighted here. Not giving it a role. This is the single fastest upgrade you can make to every single prompt you write from this day forward. Instead of just asking ChatGPT a question, first assign it a specific expert role. Compare these two prompts. Version A, how do I get more clients? Version B, you are a top business development consultant with 15 years of experience helping freelancers scale from 0 to 6 figures. I am a freelance graphic designer with 2 clients, and I want to get to 10 clients in 90 days. Give me a specific step-by-step plan. The same question. But version B produces something you could actually follow and implement. When you give ChatGPT a role, it shifts its entire frame of reference. It pulls from a completely different set of knowledge and responds with the authority and specificity of a real expert. From now on, every important prompt starts with, you are a... Common error number 5, using it for tasks instead of systems. This is the most advanced mistake and the one that separates the people who save an hour a week from the people who build entire businesses with AI. Most people use ChatGPT to complete individual tasks. Write this email. Summarize this article. Answer this question. One task at a time. The most powerful way to use ChatGPT is to build repeatable systems. Here's an example. Instead of asking it to write one social media post, ask it to create a complete content framework. Say, create a repeatable system for writing LinkedIn posts for a personal finance educator. Include a post structure template, 5 different content categories to rotate between, and 3 example posts for each category. Now you have a system. Run that system every week, and your content is done in minutes instead of hours. The people who earn serious money with AI are not doing more tasks. They are building systems that run on autopilot. That is the actual secret. Before the final recap, I want to give you one bonus that almost nobody talks about. Custom instructions. Go into your ChatGPT settings right now and find the section called Custom Instructions. This is where you tell ChatGPT who you are once, and it remembers it for every single conversation automatically. Your profession, your goals, your tone preferences, your audience. Set this up once and you never have to repeat your context again. Every conversation starts already knowing who you are. This single setting upgrade will save you time on every prompt for the rest of your life. Let's recap the 5 mistakes real fast. 1. Giving no context about who you are. 2. Accepting the first answer instead of refining. 3. Using it only for writing instead of thinking. 4. Not assigning it an expert role. 5. Using it for tasks instead of building systems. Fix these 5 things and I promise you, the ChatGPT you use tomorrow will feel like a completely different tool than the one you used yesterday. If you want me to do a deep dive video on any single one of these mistakes with real examples and prompts you can copy, drop a comment below and tell me which one. I read every single one. And if you found this useful, subscribe right now because next week I'm releasing the exact prompt templates I use to generate professional content in under 5 minutes. You will not want to miss that. See you in the next one.